I know it's a tough screenshot, but if you look at the G4 mages here, 191k merits for the new mages. Okay, our goth mommy, our goth mage mommy. All right, that's what we're gonna call her, the goth mage mommy. Lilia Valen, right? 116, 94, 86, 77. So when you look at this breakdown here, I mean, what is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and we are live on YouTube. Okay, and the topics of today, of what we're going to be speaking about, is who will the G4 mages replace? Okay, that's number one. Number two, am I going to go for the new mages? Now, as some of you guys may know that I've been saying that I'm not going to go for the new mages because I already have a good 5 mage lineup. Okay, that's number two. What should number 3 be, chat? What should topic number 3 be? What do you guys think topic number 3 should be? Is TFS cooked? Yes, we are cooked. Next question. Topic number 3 is gun still a mage main. Oh my god. Bro, listen. Okay. By the time we get to topic 3, if we get to that part, we'll see. In the meantime, we're just gonna. Okay, first of all, how many Kuma heads do I have? I have 30 out of 50. So hopefully we can rank up Homeboy twice today. Topic 4, guns is still sure. Oh my god. Okay. Who will the G4 mages replace? I think this answer is pretty simple for majority of you guys. A little bit more complex for, you know, real mage mains. I know. I took a shot at a lot of you guys. But listen, I have to hit you guys where it hurts because, listen, I've been trying to tell you guys how to properly optimize Thundlin Thalea for such a long time, bro. And the amount of people that I still see on a regular basis, like, oh, Thundlin Thalea are trash. Thundlin Thalea are trash. They never do good. And then I show them reports, and then they're like, you're hitting T4s. Or just like some like random ass excuse. And it's like, okay, look, it's not even just about the overall merit report. It's about how it does in comparison to them. I'll put a link to my Thundlin video that I did recently. My most recent, I think it's like a Thundlin updated or my recent 5. And my Thundlin Thalea was since Thundlin got her update have been doing amazing. You know, sometimes they do better than some of the other marches. Sometimes they don't. It just really depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm hitting tanks a lot, then you know they don't always do the greatest. If I'm hitting groups of like range units and stuff like that, yeah, they actually shine pretty damn good. You know, hitting T5s gives merits, not T4s. Yeah, but hitting T4s gives you like it's slower in the merit department, but you have more sustainability. You know what I'm saying? You have more sustainability hitting T4s than you do T5. So like if you're there long enough, you'll get a pretty monster report. But yeah, you get more merits hitting the T5. So oh, there's Gray Balls. Gray Balls, you working today or what? Guns he merely identifies as a mage main. Bro, listen, chat, like I told you guys, bro. And you guys talking sheesh about me not being a mage main, y'all can catch the hands any day, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, I know there's plenty of people out there at this point in the game that have better mages than me. But, you know, that's only because I also went with calves and tanks now, so spend a lot of money on those pets and investments and da 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 da. But anyways, that's not the point here. Okay, so I would say for most people, it's gonna replace Thundlin Thalea. However, when the G4 mages get here, which is what, on the 21st? It's on the 21st, right? I think it's on the 21st. When it comes, I have to check the With the new goth mage mommy, bro. That's what everyone's calling her, the goth mage mommy. You guys are wild. Okay, so for most people, they're saying Thundlin Talea, okay? And then another group of people are saying they're going to get rid of their Max A, which for some mage mains, if you went with the super low, invest Max A just enough so you can use her with your mages, that totally makes sense, okay? So if you got your mag to 5-5 to 5-5-1, and then your Zeta to 5-5, and then you kind of just been using it as a filler, then okay, then I understand. That makes sense if you're gonna get rid of that, and it's not that big of a deal because they're only 5-5-5, only 5-5-5 each. Let's see, what did Gray Ball send me? Oh, okay, you sent me. So okay, I'll cover that after this recording. So for me, if I were to bench Max A, okay, sometimes Max A does a little worse nowadays in my mage lineup, and that's simply because I run the Sand Lizard on her. Whenever I put a better pet on Max A, she does start outperforming some of the other mage marches, okay? So for me, that wouldn't be an option, because if I bench Max A off the mage lineup, and then I only use her with my archers, which I only use my archers whenever I'm fully healed, you know what I mean? So it's not very often, and, you know, at that point, it's not like a complete wasted investment, but as a mage player, it would be a complete wasted investment, and that's a lot of money. Like I said, my whole goal, guys, okay, and what I think and what I recommend a lot of you guys to do is make decisions in your account based off not benching anyone that you already have. I saw Fluffy said that he's gonna bench Bird Tohar. That's kind of crazy because Bird Tohar is the top damage dealing mage march in the game right now. So I don't know what you're doing, Mr. Fluffy. Not sure what you're doing. He said they're ugly, they gotta go. Okay, so now, if I had to work... Okay, let's see. Grayball says, real question is the Max A investment even good anymore? What the hell? No, what? That's not even a question, bro. That's not even how... Nah, get him out. Get him out. My man went to MFD and, like, he's not even a mage main anymore, dude. He's not even a mage main anymore. My man goes to MFD and forgot, like, ask questions like that. That's crazy. Abda, what are you feeding your troops over there, bro? Losing brain cells. For the new people, not the old. I mean, sure. I mean, I think, okay, if we're going based off a question, I think Max A is still definitely a really good investment. Whether you go low invest or, you know, you go the complete awakening. So now, moving forward, some of you guys are in a similar position like myself, where you have a solid 5 mage lineup, okay? And what is that 5 mage lineup? We got our Lilia Valen, we got our Bird Tohar, we got our Thundlin Talea, all right? We got our Muthea, and then we got our Max A. Okay, so that is the current 5 lineup that I'm running. All 5 of my marches do amazing. So in order for me to even consider going for the G4 mages, they're gonna have to be absolutely cracked. Once again, big shout out to Gray Balls. He sent me a screenshot of the new mages being used in a Battle of Abyss. Check it out. I know it's a tough screenshot, but if you look at the G4 mages here, 191k merits for the new mages. Okay, our goth mommy, our goth mage mommy. All right, that's what we're gonna call her, the goth mage mommy. Lilia Valen, right? 116, 94, 86, 77. So when you look at this breakdown here, I mean, this is our first indicator, okay? And this is back in what, September? What? This is 3 days ago. Okay, this is 3 days ago. So I mean, this is a good indicator. This is only one example, but at least it opens up our eyes for the possibility. You know what I mean? Christian, what's up? So they might, if they're this cracked where they're getting double the mage merit. So it's like, how am I gonna make that adjustment? Who am I gonna move? And obviously, it would have to be tested, okay? If the Leia Thunderlin is falling behind, then we'd replace the Leia Thunderlin. If my Mags A is falling behind, then we'd replace the Mags A. However, the best way that I'm looking at it, at least for me personally, with the current state of my account, it's a hot take. It is a super hot take. Trust me when I say it, some of you guys are going to gasp. When I say it, some of you guys are going to gasp, okay? I'll probably have to end up replacing the Mu Thea. I probably might have to replace the Mu Thea in terms of just like keeping marches where they need to go. So, for example, Mu will go to my Cav lineup, and then Thea will replace Valen. Okay? That would be a way that I can do it where I wouldn't have to bench anybody. Everyone would still get their game time. However, that doesn't mean that would be the best 5 mage lineup, because like I said, I understand. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was one of the first people that put Mu Thea out there. Okay? I'm one of the first people that put Mu Thea out there. Okay, as far as the content creation side, I was the first one that put it out there. Maybe some other people figured it out on their own. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But as far as like actually putting it out there, I was the first one. So like, trust me, if anyone knows how good Mu Thea is, it's me. And like I said, if I replace them, it's not because, they're not good enough. It's just me trying to keep my investments alive, if that makes sense. And if you run an account similar to mine, then you would understand kind of where that logic goes. Now, depending on the situation, like I said, worst case scenario, we bench somebody, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, we bench somebody, and it is what it is. Anyways, back to the wheel here. What did we say? Moving on to the second topic. I mean, we already covered topic 1 and 2. We already covered topic 1 and 2. Let's see. What do you think about Thunderlin and Mu? They do great. $740 for 4x lucky wheels, plus $1,000 artifact, plus $1,000 goth mommy tokens, plus $3K for the new pet. All this to gain maybe 30% more merits on one march. That's exactly my point, bro. That's exactly my point of how I'm trying to like help guide you guys. Okay? Now, if you made it this far into the video, 12 minutes in, my suggestion to you guys, okay, and I know I'm going to say it, and some of you guys are going to just full send it anyways, is just wait and see what the tests show. What are the tests showing? You know what I mean? You can like slow roll them a little bit, you know, maybe do the wheel commander a little bit, do some dailies. But save your overall tokens. Maybe those overall tokens that some of you guys been saving for your mages for this entire time could be better off put onto a Quan Kuma. You know what I mean? It could be better off being put into a Quan Kuma. Why would you want to replace the Leia and Tohar? The Leia, I can see some of you guys why you would want to replace the Leia. But Tohar? Come on, bro. And also, listen, when the new mages get here, I know so many mage mains, bro, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be helping me out to, like, figure this out. And together as a community, we're going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Together as a community, we're going to figure it out. One of the things that I can see possibly happening is I will be spinning the wheel commander, right? The wheel commander is going to get awakened. That's just what it is. Wheel commander will be awakened. Tohar is meant to be max, has anti counter, has anti CC and high defense and attack. I mean, listen, dude. A lot of people, there's some people that are like, oh, I'm gonna replace my Bur Tohar, and a lot of those people is because they have terrible pets. They don't have a good shadow. I haven't tested the Sapphire. I haven't tested the Sapphire with Bur Tohar. I've tested it in a 1v1, but obviously that's a 1v1. And 1v1 wise, I mean, who's going to do better there, you know? Like that one's a a little obvious, I would say. Okay, anyways, we got our Kuma to 5344. We're really close to getting to the next level of 75. We'll get that. Bang. And then after that one, it's another 75. It's still a good amount of tokens left. What do we got? 380. So what? 690 minus 380? What is that? 310, chat? Guns math. Okay, so I would need 256 to awaken him. So I could awaken Kuma right now if I wanted to. Let me turn my camera off so you guys can see my situation. I have 358 tokens, right? Which is an amazing spot, meaning I can triple five the SLE Mage here if I really wanted to. Which this is the reason why it's important to just be patient with your investments. As you guys can see, I've told you guys before, focusing on my Kuma. After my Kuma is gonna be my maybe I do the Ferrondo. I might just skip Ferrondo, to be honest. And trust me, I know Ferrondo is amazing, but if the new mages really are as good as they are, or look like they're gonna be as good as they look, then I'll finish my Kumster and then just go in on the mages. But like Fluffy said, man, it is. Listen, for most of us, it is roughly about $2,000 to $2,500 a march. So before you guys go off and like, I'm gonna bench Stundle Thalea, I'm gonna bench Tohar, I'm gonna bench Magze, something for you guys to think about is the $2,000 that you had already put into another march. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be my take on the G4 mages, on who they will replace, and my kind of my situation, and to will I invest into them or not. I just figured I would share that information with you guys and also show you guys that screenshot. Shout out Gray Balls again, of how good they are doing. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys, take that advice that I give you guys and make the best decision possible. Don't forget, you guys remember when Tohar first came out? You guys remember when Thundel and Thalea first came out? Some of you guys full sent 1 and 2. Are you going to make the same mistake a third time? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. However, either way, we're going to cover everything, and make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to keep up with how the new G4 mages are doing, you guys hit that freaking sub button. All right, hit that sub button, turn on the bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video. Also, guys, if you guys enjoyed this recording, make sure you guys drop a like. Definitely helps us out a ton. Peace, y'all.